guys, Melrae here. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a holiday glam makeup tutorial. So first I'm going to be applying this Farsali oil to my face as a primer because the foundation I'm using is rather dry. So this helps to apply it more evenly and more naturally looking. So the foundation I'm using is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. This stuff you've probably heard of because it's been all the rage. The shade that I'm wearing is Creme Brulee. And it is a pretty amazing foundation. It just smells awful and it's drying. So I like to use a beauty oil underneath. Now I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer under my eyes and in any areas that I need a little more coverage, such as my nose and things like that. And I'm just gonna blend it in with a Real Techniques Beauty Blender. So now for my eye primer, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Fix, which is just a really nice skin tone color so that it hides all those veins and ucky things. And now I'm going to apply some liquid highlight just to make my skin look a little more luminous. And the one I'm using is the Anastasia Liquid Glow in Perla. So I'm just gonna pat that on because I haven't set my face yet. Oops. And now for bronzer, I'm using the Chanel Tan Du Soleil, I believe it's called, which is like the prettiest bronzer ever. Makes your skin look so luminous and dewy and natural, and it's just thebomb.com. And I'm just applying it with a regular synthetic powder brush. And now to set my face, I'm using the Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder. This stuff smells so good. And even though there is a slight pink tint to the actual powder, it goes on completely translucent. That is a hard word to say. And now for contour and blush and highlight, I'm using the Artist Sculpting Palette, the ones that you kind of make yourself from Makeup Forever. So I don't know the shade names exactly, but I'm just using it to contour, to add blush, and then the highlight is like the bomb. They only have 2 or 3 shades that are actually shimmery highlights, and this one is the more golden toned one. So when you're looking at Sephora, then that's the one, okay? So now I'm just contouring my nose, trying to make it look cute. You can obviously skip this step if you have a cute nose. So here we go to that highlight. You will see it's just too much to handle. It's amazing. It's beautiful. And we're done. So for brows, I'm not going to do them on camera because that would take up the whole video pretty much. So let's get into eyes. This palette is so beautiful and it's so big I can't even properly fit it on camera because I don't have a monitor. So first we're going to pick up this shade here on a fluffy tapered blending brush and just apply this into our crease as a transition shade. And FYI, I found that picture on Google. I did not take it myself, can't take credit for it. So we're going to apply this also underneath on our lower lash line as a transition shade again. And now we're picking up this slightly darker shade just to deepen that crease up a little bit and just applying that directly into the crease and then blending it into the transition shade. And now we're going even darker with this more earthy, orange toned, neutral shade. How else do I explain it? And applying this right into our crease, blending it all around because we're going to cover parts of it up anyway. So just make sure the top part is nice and blended out. And I'm applying that also to the lower lid, as you can see. And now using MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and a eyeliner brush, I can't talk, my mind. I'm just going to carve out the lid, doing a cut crease. And this is not for the faint of heart. This can take some work, you guys. So if you can't do it the first time, just practice, practice, practice. So now I'm going to pick up this nice chocolate brown shade and apply this to the outer corner, and I'm going to blend it right into the crease area, kind of get rid of where I put the cut crease, because I only want the cut crease to exist in the center of the lid where we're going to apply a big pop of color. So just apply this nice and opaque and just blend it out to your heart's content. And then I'm also going to apply that same shade to the outer lower lid, and just making sure it's nice and opaque and full of color. And now I'm applying that exact same shade using a pencil brush this time to the inner corner, again going over top of the crease area because we want it nice and blended on the inner and the outer. We only want the cut crease in the center. So just make sure it's nice and blended as it gets to the center of the lid. So now we're going to pick up this beautiful metallic turquoise aquamarine shade and just pack this on using a synthetic shader brush onto the center of the lid, making sure to maintain that cut crease. So you want that cut crease to remain in the center. So just get it as close as you can without actually going over top. So just keep applying till it's as opaque as you desire. And now applying that Makeup Forever highlighter to my inner corner to add a nice pop. And now applying a brown eyeliner to my lower lash line just to make it a little more sexy. And now applying the Urban Decay Liquid Moon Dust in Chemtrail. This stuff is a must-have in your makeup bag. It can make any eyeshadow look foiled, and it's just a must-have. So I'm applying this just to the center of the lid to create a foiled effect, and then I'm also going to pop a tiny bit on the inner corner. And now apply some false lashes. Any ones will do, of your preference. So I'm just using some tweezers to really get in there. And that is the finished eye look. So now I'm applying some lip liner. This one is a nice grayish nude brown tone with a cool undertone to it. I will put it in the description. It is Gerard Cosmetics. I just cannot remember the name because it wore off, so I have to Google it. So now I look like I'm from the 90s. So now for lipstick, I'm applying Abstract from the Urban Decay Jean-Michel Basquiat collection. I don't know if I said that correctly. I find it so weird watching me put lipstick on. I feel like it's the most unattractive thing possible. So just kind of close your eyes right now while I do that. Oh, there's more. Lucky you. So now I'm applying some lip gloss on top. This one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills and it is in the shade Butterscotch. And that is the final look, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you recreate this look, make sure to tag me on Instagram, which is @LashesLoveAndLeather. Bye, guys.